Namaste. Zanoni Snowflake here. Hope you're all having a beautiful Wednesday. Wednesday is ruled by Mercury, the planet of communication and expression and the mind. When we're wanting to understand our mind, we look to where our planet Mercury is in our natal chart, which is in Pisces. Our very beautiful, multi-dimensional, alternate personality mind. We are currently in the hour of Saturn, 3:41 p.m. to 4:32 p.m. is the time of Saturn today. Saturn actually rules the day Saturday, and Saturn is the ruling planet of Capricorn, and this is the moon in Capricorn transit. Today is Wednesday the 21st. 21 is the top number of the ratio 21/34, which is the ratio Phi, the golden ratio. 2 + 1 = 3, creative expansion, and we're just going to call in the energy numbers 3 for today's daily energies with the Tibetan singing bowl. The month of 10, karmic completion, which reduces down to 1, new beginnings. And the year 2020. 20 is the card of judgment in the major arcana. And it's all about the double dose of judgment, all about learning to not judge ourselves in our internal world so that we can reflect that in our external world. Lead by example for others not to judge themselves internally, and therefore others, enabling and facilitating a more compassionate, understanding world and way of communicating and sharing between humanity. 4, the number together. 2, taking away the zeros, is the number of intuition. Learning to understand and listen to our own intuition, as only we know what's best for us. Made of a double dose of 2, patience, balance, choices. Equaling 4, foundation, stability, structure, perseverance. And Saturn is all about structure and foundation and systems and society, limitations, boundaries, whether that's in your internal body or your external body and the world around you with society. So we've invited in the number energies of 3 for the daily energies, 1 for the monthly energies, and 4 for the yearly energies. Altogether, they equal 8. The number of infinity, infinite possibilities, abundance, manifestation, where the 2 circles kiss. Inviting you to feel and listen with your full body. Whenever you feel any congestion, stuckage, triggers, to have a sound and to have a shake. Like you see animals do when they have a traumatic experience. They'll go off in the corner and have a shake. Release the trauma from their physical body, their emotional body. And we are animals. We need to shake and sound our traumas away so that we can learn to become present in the moment. Meditation just means to focus your energy on one thing in the most basic literal sense. Being present. Opened-eye meditations into the external world. Closed-eyed meditations into your internal world. Passive meditations, the still meditations, or an active meditation. Active yoga, Tai Chi, Qigong. Cycling when you get brought into the environment around you and just there's no thoughts. Whenever you get to a point where there's no thoughts in your mind, you're just at one with yourself and the surroundings. A traumatized body doesn't like getting still. So it's better for a traumatized body to do an open-eyed meditation and an open-eyed active meditation until one has become more practiced at being present rather than living in the past or the future. So we're just going to pull an opening card from the Daily Healing Cards for Awakening Your Best Self by Inna Segal. It's Inna Segal that does The Secret Language of Your Body. A great book, understanding emotions, understanding the systems. So if you've got a painful left knee, you can either look it up by the part of your body being the knee to see what the knee represents and what's the difference between the left and the right. Or you can look it up by the pain in your body. So if it's a difference between, I don't know, a sharp pain in your knee or an achy pain in your knee, or whether you've scratched your knee or whether you've got a rash on your knee, it's all in there, and you can look up that metaphysical understanding, the energetic understanding of the physical manifestation of pain. Okay, inviting light, sound for everyone's highest good. Buddha, Christ, universal, multiversal energies, Mother Gaia, cosmic, cosmos, source, please give us the best card that most need to hear of the daily opening energies, please. Oh, but there's one there which we hadn't noticed that's turned over already. Here we go. So we've got a texture that's looking like fur, considering we were talking about animals. And it's a beigey pinky colour. Soften and open back into love all day long. Learning to unconditionally love ourselves. Because once we unconditionally love ourselves, we will receive unconditional love into our world, and we'll be able to give unconditional love out into the world. Soften and open back into love all day long. Thank you. And then just to show the top scene aware message, an orangey colour, the second chakra, trust in divine order, you are being helped. Trust in divine order, you are being helped. The sacral chakra, the second chakra. Trust your intuition, follow your intuition. And the bottom, unaware, underlying, unseen energy spectrum of the reading. I didn't show you the back of that one. More orangey colours. So we move from the water, the orangey reflection of the sunset on the water, into the oranges and reds of the sky. Into a pinky colour. Know that truth is a living force, whether you believe in it or not. Know that truth is a living force, whether you believe in it or not. Ah, thank you. And then we'll do this, open up with the top surface aware energy spectrums cards of the White Light Oracle. 29, Beatitude of Sacred Rapture. 29 equaling 11. So it's on that love, sacred union, and this could be in externally in the typical conventional understanding sense, but if it's looking at it as an internal world, if everything on the external is a reflection of our internal world, internally we perceive this to be the left and right vagus nerve. Your rest and digest vagus nerve on the left, and your right, the fight, flight, freeze. And together they need to dance in harmony, and then one can reach peace within. Its nickname is the Wanderer because it wanders through every organ in your body. Just before we read these, the moon transited into Capricorn this morning at 7:44 a.m. and we meditated, and the cards were given to us at about 6:15 this morning, and that's UK time. The moon will transit into Aquarius, on the 23rd, which is this coming Friday, at 1:17 p.m. in the afternoon, UK time. And she will be void of course from 05:35 a.m. on Friday morning. We have 2 cards for the top and 2 cards for the bottom in the spectrum of energies. It's to do with the numbers. 29 equals 11. And we'll get on to the numbers in a minute. Let your true self be seen. Search for the deeper spiritual purpose and opportunity for healing beneath conflict and suffering. If you have been in pain, this oracle brings a message of a joyful breakthrough. Your soul is growing stronger, more able to have faith in wisdom than in judgment or doubt. Commit to your spiritual path and know you are making progress, even if things seem more difficult for a time. Know that any such difficulty is part of your healing and that you will successfully move through it. Trust yourself. We're smiling because we were just saying something similar in a comment earlier on in an online group. We love how the energies align, the healing process. We don't read all of these, we just read a little bit for the spectrum of energies. Within the heart you can see, feel and become aware of a beautiful eye. It is an eye of light, an eye of protection, an eye of wisdom and non-judgment, of clear vision and spiritual sight. This is not a clinical eye which assesses. It is a compassionate eye which sees the luminous inner reality of the soul and the sacred destiny of all beings. Thank you 29, number 11, then breaking down to 2, Beatitude of Sacred Rapture. And then for the next one, and this is why we picked 2, because the numbers guided us to 11, Sacred Scar. Dancing with master numbers at the moment. 11 is the master number of service. 22 is the master number of intuition and the master builder number. Sacred Scar. Your inner and outer scars are marks of your soul's courage. They are signs of strength and survival, of your willingness to be alive. The sacred scar speaks of that which once caused pain being transformed into higher knowledge and inner power. Trauma shall be transformed through spiritual initiation, leading you from woundedness to wisdom. You have nothing to be ashamed of. You can trust your healing process and in the hidden higher purpose behind things happening as they do. You are strong. You are strong and you shall flourish on all levels. Healing process. I am a divine soul on a sacred journey. The wounds that are healing are where the light is most active within me. When pain gets my attention, it is the divine wisdom within asking me to notice and learn something helpful and compassionate. My scars are signs of wisdom gained. The light can and will assist me in transforming even the most difficult struggles into holy paths of grace. Healing shall manifest completely, generously and lovingly, according to divine timing, for the spiritual benefit of all beings. I am grateful, strong and blessed. Thank you. Number 11, Sacred Scar. So there's 2 2s on the top. And then the bottom, unaware, unseen reason for the reading. Guessed it. Number 2. CUPIO DISSOLVI. CUPIO DISSOLVI. That heart is lightening up. Look at the light coming out of the heart. Lighting up and opening up. The candles are hot. Number 2. CUPIO DISSOLVI. It is time to let go. Things are working out in their own way. Trust that your heart is wise and is leading you on a soul healing journey and the right spiritual path. Spirit wants to bring you a blessing and a resolution, but you must let go and allow it to happen. Events are unfolding according to a higher plan. Even if your plans are going awry, know that all will come together at the right time and in the best way possible. Surrender your struggle and hold on to your faith. Healing process. Place a hand on your heart and consciously connect to the flow of your breath. And we add in to have a little shake and a hum to buzz anything away. Close your eyes and rest for several moments. And there's sounding, you can have some fun and some play with your voice and attempt to sound on your inhalation as well as your exhalation. And just from your nose, nasal passageways and from your throat, mouth passageways. All of it helps clear your tubular body of any congestion or blockages, allowing energy to flow more freely and harmonically, smoothly, therefore minimizing your pain. Imagine, feel or attend that you are now aware of your heart, experiencing it from the inside, as though you were sitting in the middle of your heart chakra. From deep within the centre of your heart, a pure white spiritual light begins to radiate outward. It feels joyful, uplifting, peaceful, expansive. R-A-A-A-R-H-H is the sound, or A-H is the sound we make to access our heart. Now we practice bhavana, a Sanskrit word that means infusion. Allow the white light to gently infuse into your being, like a sacred tea subtly perfuming and enriching your soul. The white light has been absorbed into your cells, into your mind, into your heart. You feel more settled, peaceful and blissful as this process unfolds. Thank you, CUPIO DISSOLVI, and your white light heart healing. So those were you had the 29 at the very top, breaking down to 11 and then 2. And then you had 11, the second from the top, breaking down to 2. And then we had the 2 on the bottom, the first on the bottom. So that's 3 2s, together equaling 6. And here we have the 2 and the 6 together of 26, equaling 8. You've learned to become your own mother. You've learned to interpret the divine feminine consciousness within, of how to nurture and love yourself unconditionally, to give yourself the love that you so desperately needed that no one else could give you, so that now you can give this to others, knowing your healthy boundaries and your limitations, knowing when to give and when not to give, because one needs to learn to develop these qualities on their own and not always receive from others. And together, 26 makes 8. And 8 is the total of the daily, monthly and yearly energies that we're on today. The number of manifestation, infinity, infinite possibilities. The choice is yours. Deer of Doubter. Without any force, you can overcome even extreme negativities. Your real nature is gentle, which is powerful in its own unique way. You do not need to become something you are not. You can confidently and effectively invoke spiritual protection from the light. You can never be dominated or bullied at a spiritual level, because the real you is always empowered and protected in the light. And the healing process. to prepare yourself when you go into meditation, guided meditations with closed eyes and of a still nature. Connect consciously with your breath as it flows in and out. Allow the breath to become deeper and more complete, calming and centering you in the present moment. You may place a hand over your heart to connect with your inner essence. Relax. Allow yourself to become receptive at a heart level. Open and willing to take in symbolic nourishment to empower, protect and heal you. When you are ready, read and visualise or feel the following description. We're not going to do that one though because it will take us too long, and we're summarising these, but we will at one point do these ones longer. But it does go on to taking you into a green forest where deers live. So for the rest of the reading you can visualise yourself being in a beautiful, luscious, abundant green forest with all those ancient trees and their ancient wisdom and knowledge, standing strong right down to the deepest depths of their roots, through their trunk up to the branches of their leaves. And then the card, whoa, excuse me, that was unexpected, bending forward, and then the card given is the card that we had for Sagittarius's moon transit in one of the spectrum of energies. I think it was the top conscious spectrum. It's fascinating to see how they come out. 32, LASYA of PARVATI. We have 8 Hertz, 88 Hertz and 888 Hertz music on in the background. We'll leave a link below. 32, made of creative expansion, and 2, patient, choice and balance, together equaling 5. Change, freedom. The only constant is change. When we learn to adapt and accept and become at one with change, we bring ourselves into freedom. There is a gentler way to proceed and obtain the same or even greater effect. Tame the wild and frenzied workings of the mind by grounding yourself with beauty, pleasure and grace. Violence and its negative effects shall be overcome and healed through feminine gentleness and inner spiritual strength. This oracle is a sign of great future happiness. Parvati is the universal mother in her gentle aspect. Although, as with all mothers, her fierce side will emerge if it's needed to protect her children, she is beautiful and benevolent, and evokes the qualities of love, connection, creativity and devotion to a higher purpose. The divine goddess has many names, and Parvati is also known as Jagatambe, the mother of the universe. Her son is Ganesha. No way, that's one of our guides. Yes, it is, isn't it, my lovelies? Yeah, you have to see our other channel, Neve Deborah Snowflake Coleman. They just posted a video this morning, and it does show our spiritual painting. And Bast, the cat goddess, independence and play, along with Ganesha, are 2 of our guides in that painting. Ganesha is the remover of obstacles out of your way, but also the placer of obstacles in your way for lessons that need to be learnt for your spiritual evolution, or involution, evolution externally and involution internally. The holder of knowledge and wisdom, and much more. Her son is Ganesha, the elephant-headed deity who fosters success in all new ventures, protection from obstacles, and is of particular benefit to those who feel drawn to write. Parvati is mother to all, and her presence in a reading augurs success on every level. With Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth, love and spiritual enlightenment, and Saraswati, the goddess of wisdom, music and creativity, Parvati is Tridevi, the sacred triune of feminine nature or triple goddess of Hinduism. Parvati is the divine archetype of the vital, competent, creative and loving woman. When her oracle appears, loving woman, yes, but this is to everyone. It's about embracing and raising the feminine consciousness frequency within you, whether you're male or female, or whatever gender description, identity you go by. It's irrelevant. We have all of these energies in us. It's just our choice whether we choose to access them and develop them or not. When her oracle appears, there is an opportunity to heal one's mother wounds and one's relationship with the feminine more generally. She helps heal wounded hearts and teaches us how to belong to ourselves just as we are, rather than abandoning ourselves to please others. As Tridevi, when you connect with Parvati, you also connect with Lakshmi and Saraswati, as all three are one. So this oracle also brings comfort for matters to do with material prosperity, love relationships, expressing your voice, and fulfilling your higher purpose. Parvati is the consort and wife of the wild god Shiva. He loves to meditate and has a fierce temper when distracted from his spiritual practice. Wrathful as he can be, he is a protector deity and the destroyer of evil. Parvati stimulates her husband's passion through her skillful practice of yoga. He is roused from meditation by the powerful energy she generates, and he performs his fierce cosmic dance Tandava, which brings an end to that which needs to be annihilated so new life can emerge. The vigour of Shiva's dance in our lives can be intense. Parvati's dance, LASYA, provides balance and calming grace when the soul needs gentleness and comfort. Parvati dances her dance of happiness, leading us along our path without requiring to continually push ourselves beyond our limits. Her wisdom protects us from breakdown, guiding us into breakthrough. Her oracle indicates that even though we may grow through intense challenges, there is a calming influence which can help us if we are willing to allow for it and be kind to ourselves. When Parvati knows that a more dramatic intervention is the only way to conquer a particular evil in our lives, she will manifest as the ferocious goddess Kali. One story holds that Kali was so intent on destruction that the fate of the world hung in the balance. So, her husband Shiva appeared before her as a crying babe, which instantly evoked her maternal instincts and calmed her back into her state as Parvati. We can trust that the Divine Mother loves us and responds to what is needed, but also knows how to get things done without being more heavy-handed than necessary. She is genuinely moved by our suffering and will manifest in whatever forms are needed to heal. Her oracle asks you to invoke her and trust what transpires is for your healing and spiritual fulfillment. Give up the notion that the deepest issues require the most difficult path to heal. Let her LASYA dance of happiness and grace unveil a gentler and more loving way. Healing process. Connect consciously with your breath as you become fully present in the here and now. This here and now, our here and now, your here and now. As you breathe in, your awareness disconnects from distractions around you.
Jupiter time.
And now we have just delved into Jupiter time. Jupiter is expansion, luck. And as you breathe in, feel your body expand with the Jupiter energies. As you breathe in, your awareness disconnects from distractions around you. As you exhale, your awareness settles deeper within. Your awareness is like a white feather drifting down through the air, rocking ever so slightly to one side and then the other. It finally settles upon the inner bedrock of your being. In this state of inner connection, you can say the following invocation. And I'll say it each little bit twice so you can repeat it with us on the second go if you so wish and choose to do so. For the spiritual benefit of all beings. For the spiritual benefit of all beings. I call upon the Divine Mother Parvati for her blessings of spiritual grace. I call upon the Divine Mother Parvati for her blessings of spiritual grace, happiness, wisdom and healing. Happiness, wisdom and healing. May I recognise and embrace the gentlest path for effective healing. May I recognise and embrace the gentlest path for effective healing and loving self-transformation. And loving self-transformation. May the triple blessing of Tridevi grace my soul for the ultimate benefit to all souls. May the triple blessing of Tridevi grace my soul for the ultimate benefit to all souls. So be it. So be it. So be it. And I'm going to do, I feel the urge, the need to do that once more all the way through. For the spiritual benefit of all beings, we call upon the Divine Mother Parvati for her blessings of spiritual grace, happiness, wisdom and healing. May we recognise and embrace the gentlest path for effective healing and loving self-transformation. May the triple blessing of Tridevi grace my soul for the ultimate benefit to all souls. So be it. So be it. So be it. Namaste. Now imagine, feel, visualise or intend that you see a glorious goddess of white light. Graceful, kind and lovingly devoted to you, gazing upon you. From her loving gaze emerges a protective field of powerful white light which enters your body, heart, mind and soul, clearing and healing and blessing you from within. That light expands with these Jupiter energies of this time of day to softly touch, bless, heal and illuminate all the spaces within and around you on every level through all dimensions. Let this happen to the extent you can. Allow it to feel as euphoric or peaceful as you wish. Rest in this energy for a time. When you are ready, bring yourself back to the present moment by grounding yourself, connecting with the flow of the breath in and out, and hydrating your body, and having a little shake. And a little sound. You have completed your healing process. Namaste. So much gratitude to LASYA of PARVATI. A beautiful energy. And we have softened and opened back into love all day long. Thank you, daily healing cards. And we will now close this healing reading. Capricorn Moon Transit Energy Empowerment off with the language of flowers, loving support from the wisdom of nature. Okay, please give us some lovely closing energies, words, images. That's for everyone's deepest, highest, most grounded, balancing, unconditionally loving, grateful, good. Oh, there we go. Flew out. These lovely cards. We have the Peruvian lily, strength. More effort will get you what you want. More effort will get you what you want. Peruvian lily. Alstroemeria aurantiaca. Alstroemeria aurantiaca, if that's how you say it. Peruvian lily. And the top of the energy spectrum, true feelings. Fuchsia magellanica or magellanica. Fuchsia, true feelings. Within you is all you need to know. Within you is all you need to know. Was the top aware, seen reason for the reading and the energy spectrums. And the bottom unaware, unseen reason for the reading. This is we got Rose in our Inna Segal colour cards the other day for our personal reading. And here she is again. Rosa, red rose, courage, be brave, be strong and believe. Red rose, courage, be brave, be strong, believe. So much gratitude, Spirit, Mother Nature, Gaia, Pachamama, Cosmos, multiversal energies, our hearts, from our heart to yours. So much gratitude. Namaste.